Tomorrow is Christmas, and this will be my second Christmas without my wife. Why did it hit me? Tomorrow is Christmas, and this is my second Christmas without my wife. No, I can't say it right now. Tomorrow is Christmas, and this is my second Christmas without my wife. I would like to share a poem that I wrote about how I was feeling last Christmas. And I hope you will find that it will bring you some comfort for you or a loved one or someone that you know who has lost a loved one this holiday season, to know the depth of their loneliness, the depth of how they're feeling, that you'll be able to be a better friend, better family member, better person to demonstrate love to a person who's hurting this Christmas season. But being that this is my second Christmas season, I feel 1,000 times better than I did that first Christmas. Things do get better as you work through these feelings that you have and as you grieve through the loss of your loved one. So I share this with the raw emotions that was present that very first Christmas for you to understand, but you don't have to stay there. There is hope. 'Twas a month before Christmas, and all through the house, the silence was deafening in the absence of my spouse. The moments of loneliness are overwhelming at times, from a thought or a memory that your dear one is gone. Getting ready for the holidays has always been a chore, up to the attic through the small door, lugging the boxes down to the living room floor. The stage is set, my children are coming. This is their first Christmas without their mommy. The excitement is different and the joy seems shallow, as there is someone missing whom the family hallowed. Move forward, they say, you have a reason to live, but tears fill my eyes missing her, my dear. But all of a sudden, I was stopped in my tracks, frozen like a deer. I had been overcome with fear. The holiday blues I heard from afar, but this was a different emotional scar. My funk was broken when the children came in, full of desire to be as supportive as they can. Laughter, one child tried to deal with the tension while the other cautiously observed the task at hand. They got right to work without missing a beat to accomplish this monumental feat. Christmas carols playing and the energy flowing, but there was a foreboding spirit that was present in the air. There was uncertainty for an hour or two until the home exploded with the familiar holiday glow. The sense of accomplishment at this feat, but emotionally, it felt like a defeat. After a few minutes, the children were in a rush. Again, it hit me like a solemn hush. I realized they were going as they hustled into the dark with smile on their faces, covering the sadness in the heart. An encouraging hug and kisses on the cheeks temporarily fills what my heart seeks. Bereavement impacts them differently than me, yet we all have this void as we all grieve. The first evening in the house, filled with Christmas decor, seemed just like it had been years before. The tree with its ornaments illumined with lights, making it again a joyous delight. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, yet one of them will be empty of gifts this year. As I sat in the darkness with the lights all aglow, my mind started to wandering to those insidious questions that grieving people know. Why, God? Why? Why now? It's so unfair. It ought not to be that she would die before me. She was better at dealing with all of our family needs. Why did she do it? How could it be that I'm left alone with all these unanswered groans? These questions piled up like the fresh fallen snow. I had to say to myself, some things I'm just not going to know. Even if I had God's loving reason, it still would not change what's happening this season. Then I was comforted by God's gentle voice that said, I am with you, my son, and I hate this too. But believe me when I say, you have nothing to dread. You do not know my plan at this present time, but someday you will, and you'll be just fine. The wonderful counselor completed the law. He took sin's wrath and defeated the curse of the fall. Death is defeated when he rose from the grave. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive, both in body and soul. Yes, there's life after death. Your dear one is living on as we speak. And if it would help, I would give you a peek. God filled my cup with his loving grace, with the knowledge that he was not going to leave me alone in this emotional space. In the valley of despair, he drew me close and whispered kind words recorded in his word. Are you tired, worn out, burned out in this broken life? Come to me, walk with me, and you'll recover new life you'll see. I'll show you how to take real rest with me. Watch how I do it and learn from me, the unforced rhythms of loving grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fated on your space. Keep company with me and you'll learn to live free. His promise I believed, my dear one is depression-free. She's experiencing the fullness of love and personal worth as she waits to be reunited at the new heaven and earth. And so this journey continues with profound love in my heart, even though we are apart. My memory is refreshed at the famous Christmas carol. God rest you merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. This joyful despair, as I whispered a prayer, may the loving comfort of the cross support you in this season of loss. Blessed Christmas to all, and to all a good night. That first Christmas is tough. The shock, the awe, the loneliness. But the second one is not as bad, and I'm actually looking forward to the third and fourth and fifth with my family and friends. Having been a part of a lot of small groups and support groups out there, there are gaps, and I would like for this channel to fill in those gaps that will help people not feel left out by themselves after the group is over. So, we're here for you. Leave a comment, subscribe. We're going to be producing more and more videos to help you fill in these gaps that each day gets a little better. It won't be better overnight, but each step you'll find and look back on a year and feel almost brand new.
Cool. Done.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy. That was the easiest part. That was my very first poem, and maybe my last poem, but okay, I forgot everything after that.
It's a reiteration of intro.
Oh, I'm just talking now at this point, so you're gonna have to edit that. I said way too much, I know.
That was killer.
Oh, good.
Now.